Power does not announce itself. It does not always wear uniforms. It does not always speak loudly. And it does not always use force. Power survives because people believe in it. Ladies and gentlemen, citizens of the world, future leaders, thinkers, and observers of power, welcome. This is not a debate. This is not persuasion. This is not ideology. This is political anatomy. Tonight, we do not ask who rules. We ask something far more important. Why do people accept being ruled at all? Part 1. The Invisible Agreement. Every government rests on an agreement that is never signed. It is not written, it is not announced, it is not enforced. Yet without it, no state survives. This agreement is called legitimacy. Legitimacy is not love, it is not admiration, it is not happiness. Legitimacy is acceptance. The most stable governments are not those that are feared, but those that are accepted. When legitimacy exists, power flows quietly. When it disappears, power must shout. Part 2. Obedience without force. The clearest sign of legitimacy is obedience without coercion. People line up, they pay taxes, they follow rules. Not because soldiers stand behind them, but because the system feels normal. This is the triumph of legitimacy. Authority that explains itself has already begun to weaken. Force is loud, legitimacy is silent. Part 3. The three sources of legitimacy. Political legitimacy comes from only three places: tradition, performance, belief. Tradition. People obey because this is how it has always been. Kings, dynasties, religious authority. Tradition rules longer than reason. Performance. People obey because life works. Security exists. Food arrives. Order holds. Belief. People obey because they believe the system is rightful. Ideology, national identity, shared purpose. Remove all three, and power collapses. Part 4. When performance fails. No belief survives constant failure. When services break, when promises are broken, when survival becomes difficult, legitimacy begins to erode. At first, people complain. Then they joke. Then they withdraw. Withdrawal is the danger. Revolutions do not begin with anger. They begin with detachment. Part 5. The moment legitimacy dies. Legitimacy does not die when people protest. It dies when people stop expecting justice. When citizens believe the law will not protect them, institutions no longer listen, loyalty brings no reward, obedience becomes mechanical. At this stage, force replaces consent. When the governed no longer believe, the ruler governs alone. Part 6. Post-legitimacy states. A post-legitimacy state is not immediately unstable. It can survive for years, but it must spend more on surveillance, rely more on punishment, control information aggressively. This is expensive. This is exhausting. Power becomes brittle. Part 7. Why legitimacy never returns easily. Once legitimacy is lost, it is rarely restored, because trust is asymmetrical. It takes years to build, seconds to destroy. New rulers may appear, new constitutions may be written, but belief cannot be commanded. You can seize power overnight. You cannot seize legitimacy. Part 8. The final truth. Every government believes it rules because it must. In reality, it rules because people allow it. This allowance is legitimacy. And when it disappears, power is exposed for what it truly is: temporary.